Okay, so let's talk about how do you know when you're in the heaven frequency, baby? Oh my gosh. This is one of my favorite topics to kind of like talk about with God to or talk to myself about and then also to talk to God about. So how do you know you're in the heaven frequency? You know you're in the heaven frequency when you are at peace with yourself, who you are, what you're about, what you're doing. You know what to do, you know where to go, and you have a direct link, a direct connection to God, similar to Jesus Christ and how he has a direct connection to God. It's the same thing, the same divine intelligence that powered Jesus Christ to have this divine connection with God is the same frequency and energy and intelligence that we have access to and we have connection to. That's why it's also called Christ consciousness, right? That's, the Bible is made to be decoded. It's speaking in parables, it's speaking in phrases. Sometimes things are taken too literal and you really need to be in your higher level chakras to really understand like what's really going on, to really understand what's like really going on, right? So to know that you're another way to continue on, to know that you're in your heaven frequency, everything just feels easy. Like life is on easy mode. Everything's effortless for you. And easy is different for everyone. What does easy mean? You are successful in everything that you do. Life is great. There's no complaints. You are completely detached from the negative, low vibrational frequencies and negative, low vibrational energetic attachments. And you know how to navigate the spiritual battlefield with ease. 144, as I say this. You know how to navigate the spiritual battlefield with ease. Like, it's just amazing. Like, if you made it to this video, congratulations, baby. You're in the heaven frequency. Heaven frequency is all I see. Heaven frequency is all I see for you and me. Okay, I don't sing, okay? I'm not a singer. I've always been a very musical person, but I just never saw myself as a musical person, if that makes sense. Like, I just never really sing. So the fact that, like, I'm channeling all of this dancing and all of this energetic vibrations and all of this energetic, like, energy is just, two, as I say this, is just exciting for me. Like, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm excited for me. I'm excited for you and what we're gonna do, boo. Okay, period, bird. So yeah, to know that 233, as I say this, that could be significant. Look up 233. To know that you're in the heaven, sorry, it's like getting hot in here. To know that you're in the heaven frequency is also to just be able to still, operate in the matrix. We're the cog in the machine, baby. Nothing to see here. Just keep going. Just keep living your life. Yeah. You know how to operate in the matrix. You know how to make it work for you. You don't work for it. Period. Per. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then also knowing how to navigate, like, your family. Maybe you are someone who didn't really cut your family off, but maybe you moved away. Maybe you are in a completely different zip code, area code, time zone. You know what it is. Maybe you are there, right? You're in a completely different frequency, but you can still work with them and do with them. And you are spiritually awakened and 333, as I say this, spiritually enlightened enough to know that, like, okay, they're still working through that cycle, or they're still working through that generational curse on that end. 344, as I say this, right? And so it's up to you to hold on. I need to get a fan. Hold on. It's hot in here because I'm channeling and I'm on fire. Not really. Hold on. Okay, yeah, my bad. I had to get a fan and then I just started doing other things, but I'm back. So I left off on the idea of still dealing with family members or maybe even friends, but really family members who are probably still working out cycles, generational curse, like just going through those cycles. So it's up to you to be able to identify that and still work with them and to still work through that, but also to protect your peace. Hold on. And to also just be aware to the whole, like, experience of being aware to the whole experience called life. I have my fan on. I hope it's not too loud. I had the heat on earlier and then I turn on the fan and then, yeah. So just being open to this whole experience called life. Like, because the thing about this is you're going to become a spiritually awakened being, a spiritually enlightened being, to the point of where you recognize and feel all the things that you feel and you hear other people's thoughts and all these things that is unheard of, and it's like, oh, that's not true. It's possible. It's very much possible. I've heard some things, okay? But anyways, I've heard like some things that have been going on, like with other people, like this stuff is going on, right? And so with that being said, you need to just continue going with the flow with life, with this new version of yourself, with this high frequency, high vibrational, heaven frequency 133, as I say this, version of yourself. I am going to edit this video together, so it might not say 133 as when I edit it, but like right now it's going to say 144. But take those numbers as they resonate and look them up and see how they resonate with you. So yeah, like there's times where I felt like I've heard someone's thoughts towards me. Honestly, I'm like, wait, they didn't say anything, but I'm like, why do I get the sense that they don't like me? Why do I get the sense that they think I'm fine? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is just, it's all subjective to everyone's experience, but this is what's happening and what's going to happen when you continually awaken to these different versions of yourself, to your multi-dimensional versions of yourself, right? So to be in this heaven frequency is amazing. It's not to say that you're not going to still deal with spiritual battles, 233. It's not to say that you're not going to see like the demons and entities on other people or people's belongings. It's not to say that you're not going to still get sad every now and then, or maybe feel someone else's energy that's not yours every now and then. It's not to say any of that. It's just now you're aware to it. Your frequency is expanded to that. And now you know how to better deal, 255. You know how to better deal with that. You know how to alchemize the energy. You know how to alchemize the pain and to transmute it into what you need it for. If someone sends hate your way, okay, boom, transmute it into money. Thank you for that extra cash. If someone says love your way, okay, you send love their way too. Like if someone sends me hate, I'm not going to send them hate back. I'm just going to take what they sent me and it's going to get converted into positivity, because that's what God wants us to do. God wants us to use our heart. Our heart is the energy generator. It's the frequency generator. You take things into your heart. You don't hold on to it. You analyze it. You look at the telemetry of it. Like there's like pretend there's like this high tech, like mid-air 344 as I say this, because maybe that's already existing, but there's this high tech, like in the air suspended screen that you get to look at, and you get to hold your hand, you get to hold your heart, and you get to look at like, how did this experience make me feel? Okay, what energy was transmitted from this person's aura? Okay, cool. I'm going to take that energy and I'm going to put it into the generator, the frequency generator, which is my heart, and it's going to get distributed throughout my aura system, like my auric field, into something better, into something that is more beneficial for me. Okay? And also, I don't even know if the way that these lights are, like it's like the stairway to heaven, the pathway to heaven. Like you become enlightened as you go up and up and up the scale. It's almost like 433, like climbing Jacob's ladder in a sense, right? That could be significant. Look that up. But yes, so knowing that you're in this heaven frequency is just having complete and utter peace. And that is the real wealth. That is the real luxury. That is the real money. That is the real, like, millionaire, billionaire, 455 status. That is the real rich status, the real wealth codes, to just be in peace. Money loves flow. Money loves energetic peace. And that's another video that I'm going to do after this. We're going to talk abundance. Like, I'm on a roll. There's just so much that I need to talk about. I have been kind of like taking a step back, taking a seat back, but I'm like, no, we need to, like, it's the time. Like, so this next video that I'm going to talk about is about how money's energy and abundance is energy and all of this stuff, and the kingdom of heaven is within and all that. Okay, so that, hopefully I remember to do that after. But to come back to the frequency of understanding like who you are, and understanding that peace flows throughout your entire life. And that's why you'll hear a lot of people, 544s on my timer, say, don't disrupt my peace. I don't want my peace disturbed. You are the creator of your own reality in terms of what goes and doesn't go. Okay? We are creating moment by moment, step by step, every single thought, every single like idea that pops into our head is a creation in some way, shape, or form from us. And that is why you have to have like a mental filter in your mind to be like, okay, boom, I have this mental filter to filter out the noise, to filter out the negativity. This noise going on, I don't think you can hear it, but I have this mental filter to filter out the low vibrational thoughts, the maybe lustful thoughts, the angry thoughts. You are a human being, right? That's the other part of you. You're going to feel these emotions, you're going to get these thoughts, but it's up to you to take care of your mental hygiene. Okay? So taking care of your mental hygiene is having that mental filler, having that that baseline of like, okay, these are the thoughts that I will accept in my mind, and these are the thoughts that I will not accept. I rebuke this thought. Just like let's say you get a low vibrational / demonic / evil / negative thought pattern of like, just you have this anger. Are you an angry person by nature? If you're in the hyper frequency at this point, no, you're not. So then you know that anger is not your energy. And that's where you use your energy converter, which is your heart. And that is how you process these emotions. Like, this is another thing, like energetic alchemy and emotional intelligence. That's something else that I want to talk about too. And energetic alchemy is basically taking the emotions of other people and your people and alchemizing it, turning it into something that's better and more beneficial for yourself and the world, right? And feeling other people's like feelings and emotions and whatnot is you being aware and identifying like, okay, this is not what I'm feeling, but I know how to deal with it now. I kind of lost my train of thought. I shouldn't say it, but I say it like that. But I kind of was just like, what was I talking about? But that's basically what I was saying. Like, just dealing with those emotions and the fact that we're still human beings and we're going to feel what we're going to feel. Okay, I remember now. We're going to feel what we're going to feel, but you need to still process it and identify it. Look at it on that suspended screen and be like, okay, right now I'm feeling like this very lustful energy from someone. So how do I, or maybe it's from yourself, how do I don't want to like interact with this lustful energy. So how do I convert it into something that's more conducive for my life? And that's also part of like what November is for. Like like what is a cashew? What type of food is a cashew? What type of food is a pistachio? What type of food is a almond? What are those? They're so November. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on here. So November. It's a 3-letter word. It starts with an N, ends with a T. Anyway, has you in it. So November is about like transmuting lust. It's about transmuting those. That's my spiritual download and my intuitive download about it. It's about transmuting that lustful energy and pulling away from, watching or being involved in adult content. For the people who are taking part in November, that's the whole, it's in a way kind of like a collective ritual to become better, to alchemize all of that lower vibrational energy that's been put and spewed out onto humanity and society. And it's to transcend that. It's to climb the ladder 944 and not to be interacting with those lustful energies. You can know it's there, right? We can know it's there, but that doesn't mean that you have to interact with it all the time. It's just like, for example, let's say you drive down a certain part in your town and there's always women there or individuals there who are open to do what you need them to do for you, like to get your needs met, your satisfaction, if you know where I'm going. Like they're always there, right? Like in that area, they're always there. They're ready to give whatever they need to give in exchange for some moolah, right? I hope you're tracking. So just because that experience is there, it does not mean you need to take part into it, right? That's the whole point of like this section of the video. I don't want to get too much into it, but just kind of like dialing it back a bit. We're on the topic of processing your emotions and using your heart as like the energy converter, and also just visualizing, like combining that with your mind and being aligned. And that it's just like the chakra, the energy centers, everything's aligned. Your heart and your mind are aligned. Your intentions are aligned. This is also about alignment too. So It's almost like in those sci-fi movies or shows, like they press a button and then like they have to press another button for something to be unlocked. That's exactly where I'm coming from with this. You feel what you feel, you see it on the suspended screen, and you interact with it, you convert it, or you don't. All those things. That's basically what I'm talking about. And maybe I'll touch more on that in a later video, I'm not sure, but that whole message there was just for you to identify that while we are spiritual beings having a human experience, we're gonna get all these different like intuitive hits or these feelings. Some people are there are people who are empaths, and this is good. 1144 for confirmation. This is good for people who are empaths and they need to continue transcending. They need to continue ascending, and they can't afford to fall into these ego traps of like lust and greed and anger and hatred. And the Matrix wants you to feel that, of course, like that's what environment is built for in that way. But also God created all of this, like God, that collective consciousness, that higher consciousness, 1212 as I say this, created this entire experience for us to experience through these different vessels called human beings. Like this is a vessel, 1222. Like I'm the divine intelligence being experienced through Alexis, which is me. Okay, that was a lot to get through, 1233, but that's just something that I really needed to touch on in terms of like processing emotions. This kind of went into the direction of emotional intelligence and the like emotional pillar of us and who we are as spiritual beings having a human experience. But that is very necessary to speak about, to go back on the whole heaven frequency. You cannot get to the heaven frequency if you don't do this. If you don't transmute your energy, if you don't let go of things that don't serve you, if you don't take time to sit with yourself to hear God, take time to sit with yourself to hear the highest version of yourself that is closer to God, which is that binding connection to God. Just like Jesus Christ, 1313 for confirmation, had. His connection is the higher self. His connection, like I see it like going up to the heavens. It's like this line of like enlightenment line. It's an enlightenment line connecting to the heavens, connecting to God. And that is Christ consciousness. That is you being like, okay, God, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to say? I fully trust in you. Okay, boom, boom, boom. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But to get to the heaven frequency, you cannot get there if you're not grounded, if you're not taking time to journal, you know, if you're not taking time to drink water, if you're not taking time to stretch, to breathe, to see as well, your third eye, to see. Okay, so yeah, getting to the heaven frequency is it's really like, I can't even say that it's gonna take you a certain amount of three-dimensional time to get there. You can get there right now if you wanted to. It's all about how much you let go so you can receive more, and making your heart as light as a feather, and forgiving people in the spirit, forgiving yourself for the things you've done to yourself or maybe done to others, forgiving that guy on the street who cut you off. You know, maybe he had road rage or she had road rage, 1444, and you know, you forgive her. Maybe she was having a rough day. Maybe she or he needed to get to where they needed to go, or they, whoever, maybe they needed to go to a place and they were late, or they didn't want to be late. We're all living our own unique human experience. We're all spiritual beings having a human experience. So it's up to us you want the world to be a better place, work on yourself. Period. You want your world, your universe to get 1515, to get better and to become more brighter, or to become even brighter, however you want to put that. 1522, work on yourself. Work on yourself. I promise you. No, I actually guarantee you, because I went through it myself, I guarantee you're going to see your life change. 1533. You also have to stop telling yourself like negative thought patterns and negative like thought processes. You are someone who, like, you need to tell yourself it's going to work out. It's going to work out. It always works out. It's going to work out. I don't know how. I'm giving it up to God, the higher power, the divine intelligence, but it's going to work out. To Jesus Christ, it's going to work out. When I say Jesus Christ or any like God, like situation like that's centered, like religion that's centered on a God, you need to realize that it's all the same energy and the same frequency. Like, I'm telling you from experience. It's literally 1616, the same vibrational frequency of pure love, pure enlightenment, pure peace, pure understanding and order and clarity. That is the whole divine intelligence. Like that all of that is the same frequency. Because if you look at all of what all of them have in common is to become enlightened, is to love, it's to love humanity, it's to bring peace, it's to bring order, it's to become one with yourself, become one with God. They all have that in common. Okay? So, the heaven frequency is a place that you can get to just like that. It can also be a physical place, but I'm just going to be honest with you. My own personal experience, I've learned that it's not a physical place. It's where you are energetically in your body. If you think you're going to HE double hockey sticks, guess what? Your reality is going to show you that you're going to go to HE double hockey sticks. But if you believe that you are a high vibrational being, 1717 for those numbers there, if you believe you're a high vibrational being, if you believe that you are like the best of the best, and you are, and this is not coming from an egotistical place. Let that disclaimer be known. This is from a place of just pure sovereignty, a place of pure sacredness and being consecrated and becoming one with God. This is where this is coming from. It's not like, oh, I'm better than so-and-so. No, this is you identifying and knowing that I deserve to go to heaven. I deserve to forgive myself. You need to speak to yourself nicely. Talk to me nice, okay? You need to speak to yourself with just pure love and pure understanding. Speak to yourself in the way that you would want to be understood. Speak to yourself and love yourself the way that you want to be loved. And then you will attract exactly that. If you do the opposite, you're going to attract exactly that. I always like to think your vibe attracts your tribe. If you genuinely, 1818, vibrate on a pure, energetic, sacred frequency of just loving and being true and honest, but also having boundaries and also guarding your heart, but not being afraid to love and being afraid to give love and receive love, then that's exactly who you're going to attract. It's literally a universal law. Literally, which is another video that I need to make. There's so many videos I need to make. Sorry, I've just been so busy. But I intend to make more time to make these videos because this is from personal experience. Like, this is from the awakening that I had, and I'm sharing it with you. Okay? This is not some like, this is stuff that like I can't even explain it, and I'm not even going to explain it. I'm just going to keep making videos. This is stuff that once upon a time, you should never ever talk about because like, that's the real truth. That's the real secret. I'm sharing like, esoteric knowledge with you. This is stuff that I've been literally studying for my entire life. And it's like often looked down upon from religious communities. But if religious communities could just take a chance and be accepting of this information and take a chance to just look into it for themselves, and go beyond just like what was given to them, if you can read between the lines, then they would figure it out. So that's why I'm here. I am being courageous. I'm taking a stand, and I'm standing on what I know. I'm standing 10 toes down, standing on business to share what I know because it's true. I can't be afraid anymore, man. I can't be like, I don't want to say this. I'm afraid of what so-and-so is going to think about me. What is the so-and-so, what is this community going to think? We don't have time. Look at the world. Yes, baby. Yes, sweetheart. Look at the world, right? Look at what's going on. Huh, Papa? Look at what's happening. Your eye okay, Papa? Let me put you down. Look at what's going on in the media. I got cat hair everywhere. Look at it. Just look around. So that's why I'm coming on here to share with you. Like, it's very important. The time is now to change your energetic frequency, to alter your energetic frequency. I can't even say, I'm taking a chance. No, I'm not even going to speak like that. I'm coming up here and I'm telling you, I'm putting you on game. I'm teaching you what you need to know. If you're watching this video, it's for you. If you've literally stayed, I don't even know how long this video is going to be, 25 minutes so far? if I put the other video together. So yeah, I think I'm good now. I just wanted to come on here and just share what I had to share, because the time is now. The time is never tomorrow or next week. The time is right now. Period. Wake up. 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 Whoever needs to wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. It's time. It's time to go up the spine. It's time. That sacred oil, it's time to align to who you are in your highest timeline. It's time. Wake up. It's time. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this message, this very heavy, spiritual, deep message about knowledge that once was like, oh, we can't hear that, or we can't understand that, or we can't receive that. It was only for the elite and it shouldn't be shared with the masses. Oh, well, here we are. It's Aquarius season. Not even Aquarius. It's like what? An Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, the age of enlightenment, the age of information, the age of things being uncovered. Here we are, 2222, before the video is edited into the other 3 or 4 minutes that I had. So I want you to take a deep breath with me. And we're going to just inhale for 4 seconds. We're going to hold for 4 seconds. I wasn't counting, but I'm holding still, so just keep holding. Think about all the good things you want and all the bad things you don't want. And then we're going to exhale for 4 seconds, and we're exhaling all the bad things and leaving it in 2025. If this video, I was gonna say if this reading resonated with you, but if this video / reading, however you want to put it, I got cat here. If it resonated with you, leave a like, I'm hearing spiral emoji. So anything that's like spiral, or that spiral face where their eyes are like this, because it's like uncovering, unraveling all the things, all of the lies that have been taught to us, that have been brought to us, that have been brought upon us. So keep watching for more videos, and the next video, if I do make it, it will be uploaded. If I don't, then you know what it is. But if I do make the video, if I have the energy, I think I'm kind of tired now, but I'm just so happy I got all of that out, because girl or guy or person, I don't know, I was holding on to this information for literally like the longest time, and it's like, whew, I feel like a lot got off my chest, and I just feel so much happier, freer, lighter. The heat is still on? I thought I turned this off. That's why it's so hot in here. That's weird. I thought I turned it off. Anyway, the other thing that I wanted to say is abundance. I think if I do the video, it's going to be about energetic frequency and abundance. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Stay high off of God's supply. And when I say that, I mean keep deep breathing. Inhale. Stay high off of the oxygen, high off of just being pure and sovereign. Okay? All right. Stay high off of God's supply, and yeah, stay lovely. All right, bye.